Once upon a time, in a quiet, picturesque village nestled at the foot of a lush, rolling hill, there lived a woman named Emma. Emma was known throughout the village for her deep love and unwavering passion for animals. Her bond with these creatures was something truly special. She believed that animals, though unable to speak, communicated through their eyes, actions, and the whispers of the wind. Emma's childhood was spent exploring the woods that surrounded her village, forging connections with every creature she encountered. She nurtured injured birds back to health, fed stray cats, and even helped a lost fox cub find its way back to its den. As she grew older, her affection for animals only deepened, and she became an advocate for their well-being. One warm summer morning, as the sun painted the sky with hues of gold and orange, Emma received news that sent shockwaves through the village. A terrible storm was brewing on the horizon, one that threatened to flood the village and its surrounding areas. The villagers were frantically preparing for the deluge, but it was the animals that worried Emma the most. She knew that when disaster struck, it was often the voiceless creatures who suffered the most. So she gathered her strength and set out on a mission to rescue as many animals as she could before the storm hit. With determination in her heart, Emma ventured into the nearby woods, a place that had become her second home. She went from den to nest, from burrow to nest, saving rabbits, squirrels, and a family of hedgehogs. She waded through rising waters to rescue ducks and their tiny ducklings, guiding them to higher ground. She even helped a weary deer that had been trapped by the rising floodwaters. As the storm clouds loomed closer, Emma's efforts intensified. She ran to the farm at the edge of the village and worked tirelessly to help the farm animals. Horses, cows, goats, and chickens all found refuge under her watchful eye. With each animal she saved, she felt her heart swell with a sense of fulfillment, for she knew that she was their voice when they couldn't speak for themselves. Finally, as the first raindrops began to fall, Emma realized she had done all she could. She had rescued countless animals, each with a story to tell if only they could. As she stood there, drenched and weary, she felt a sense of peace knowing that she had made a difference in the lives of these voiceless beings. The storm raged on, and the village experienced flooding like never before. But Emma's actions had already inspired others. Villagers began to see the importance of caring for the voiceless, understanding that our ability to help those who cannot speak for themselves is a measure of our humanity. In the days that followed, the sun returned, and the floodwaters receded. The village slowly began to rebuild, but it was not just the houses that were reconstructed. It was also the hearts and minds of the people. Emma's act of selfless compassion had ignited a spark of empathy in the community. Emma's story was shared far and wide, and soon, people from neighboring towns and even from distant cities were inspired to lend a hand to the voiceless animals in their own communities. Animal shelters received more support, laws protecting animals were strengthened, and a newfound respect for all creatures. The story serves as a timeless reminder of a moral that is urgently needed in today's complex and fast-paced world. In a time when the cacophony of our own ambitions, obligations, and distractions often drowns out the silent pleas for help from those who cannot articulate their suffering, Emma's unwavering compassion emerges as a guiding light. Her tireless dedication to the well-being of animals imparts a profound lesson, one that resonates far beyond her village and era. It underscores the crucial notion that our humanity is not solely measured by how we treat our fellow humans, but also by our capacity to care for the voiceless beings that share our planet. In this generation marked by unparalleled connectivity through technology, it is imperative that we reconnect with the simple yet profound principle that compassion knows no boundaries. Our ability to extend a helping hand to those who cannot speak for themselves defines the essence of our truest selves. Emma's story serves as a poignant call to listen to the whispers of the voiceless, for in doing so, we enrich not only their lives but also our own, contributing to the creation of a more compassionate, harmonious, and interconnected world for all living beings, both great and small. It teaches us that in embracing our responsibility towards the voiceless, we nurture a collective empathy that can heal the wounds of our planet and strengthen the bonds that unite us as a global community. Emma's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of compassion, a virtue that transcends time and generations, inspiring us to be better stewards of the world and champions for the vulnerable and voiceless among us.